Hi, Jeff here to talk to you about my upcoming summer solstice manifesting ceremony. So this is going to be on Tuesday, June 21, the summer solstice about to happen, coming up here in a short while. And what this ceremony is all about is manifesting something in your life that you want to manifest. So what we're looking for is to encourage you to come up with something that you want to manifest. Maybe it's healing, maybe it's abundance of something, or maybe it's protection from someone or something or something like that. So what we do is after you have set an intention, is that we use an object. Now I'm going to call it a sacred object and or an energy item. In the idea that what the ceremony, what we're intending to do then is with the manifestation that we want to create, we infuse energy with the intention behind it into the energy item or into this sacred item, and then post ceremony will be charged up and ready to support you and nourish you in having success in working toward that which you want to manifest. So there are only 8 spots available. I don't want to make this too big because I feel the energy would be distributed out a little too much and become a bit scattered. So 8 is a very good number. If you're into numerology at all, you'll maybe have some understanding on the number 8. But 8 participants, and then number 9, myself, would be the facilitator of the ceremony. So it will be hosted here. It's an in-person workshop ceremony in our yurt. If you've been to our yurt before, fantastic. If not, if you're signing up, I will certainly give you the information and details and address and how to get here. It would be in the PM at 7 p.m. and it would run for about 70 to 90 minutes is what I anticipate how that will go during the ceremony. And then I've chosen obviously then the summer solstice, then the energy of the sun and the element of fire in honor of the sun to be a catalyst in helping to generate and create more energy into your manifestation, into your intention, into your energy item or your sacred item. So that's kind of the gist of the behind the scenes of what that's all about, is charging an item. So you're probably wondering, how do we go about doing this? So I want to explain that quickly then, so you have an idea if this is something you might be interested in attending or participating in. So again, setting that intention and charging an object to help you manifest. So when I said June 21st, 7 p.m. at our yurt, I didn't mention cost, but the cost again here is going to be $33 for the ceremony. And again, the 333 numerology has, threes can have some meaning, but I've selected that on purpose. So the agenda, I'll run through the agenda, and as we do, I'll talk. Well, before I do that, let me talk about coming into the ceremony. What it is you might need ahead of time. You would certainly want to have an intention placed out, thought of ahead of time, and an item that you can bring. So I would highly suggest, if you're interested and we make contact and we're in conversation, email, texting, messaging in some fashion, that we have an actual phone call and just have a short conversation, a 5-minute conversation about what it is your intention is, if you're willing to share. And then I can maybe help you to fine tune that a little bit. And then give you some direction or insight into a sacred object or an energy item you might like to charge. So that's that part, the phoning and having a conversation about that. But the item, let me talk a little bit more about that. I would suggest an item, maybe it's something that's personal. You can think of like a charm or a pendant or jewelry that you wear, right? Like I've got a ring, for example, here, and these aren't charged. These ones on the table. Pair of earrings. So just something that maybe is on your body or within your space or near you throughout your day or often. Like if you're in a workspace and you're spending 8, 9, 10 hours in your workspace, lots of time every day, and maybe you're drinking from a certain mug, and you know that's what you drink your water from, or your tea or your coffee. Maybe that sacred item is your mug, and we could charge that, or that could be used because it's in your space all the time, or it could be something that you have personally created, like this has some sand in it, and there's feathers, and there's an animal tail in there. So it's a creation that I've created, but I could charge that with an intention and with energy. And if it's right there in my workspace where I spend a lot of my time, then that could be a benefit to me. So the energy item, if you can have it on you or near you throughout your day, is even better. So something that could fit in a pocket, or something that you can wear, like I mentioned, as jewelry around your neck, or bracelets, or gemstones, anything. Really, truly, it could be any item, but certainly something you want something that's going to last. You don't, if you chose a piece of paper and it got crumpled up and lost in the wash, it's kind of lost. But anyway, so we can have a conversation on the phone about that. But then let's go over the agenda of what the ceremony might look like. So if you're arriving, I would say arrive a little bit early, maybe 10 minutes early, before 7, if we want to start at 7. And I'm going to serve some tea, and we'll have maybe a light snack. And if you'd like, there can be some socialization and a little bit of mingling there. And then in the ceremony, we'll begin, and we're going to just invite everyone. I'll give everyone a tea light, and then we'll have everyone light their own tea light, and those will be left in the middle of the circle of our ceremony as a representation of your spirit or your flame, or I'm going to blow that out. That will stay lit throughout the ceremony until the very end, and at the end of the ceremony, in closing, each individually can blow their own candle. But we will use that fire in another aspect. So let me go through how this ceremony can work, because I'm excited about it, and it's really cool, I think, really interesting. So yeah, we'll have a tea, then we'll get started, we'll light a candle, and I'm just referencing my notes so I don't miss any of the good steps here. And then we look to clear ourselves personally, and then to clear the energy from the item. Any energy that might be residual or stagnant or in the item, maybe it had a previous owner, or maybe someone else had an intention on it. We want to clear that out and clear ourselves of energy. So that'll be done. I'll teach you a couple of techniques there. And then also, as part of that, I would do some sage smoke as a cleanser, as a cleaner as well. So if you have a sensitivity to sage, just note that maybe this is not the right workshop for you, or this is maybe not the right ceremony for you. But that's just some smoldering sage, and we'll use that in the process of cleansing and clearing as we proceed through. A feather could be a cool energy object if you had feather earrings. Anyway, there you go. We're continuing on after cleansing and clearing. Then we're going to look at doing a bit of charging and energizing of ourselves. So we'll do that through a little bit of stretching, a little bit of energy medicine, stretching and moving the body. And then in honor of the solstice, there'll be a small bit of yoga based around sun salutation. So not long, maybe 10-15 minutes to get the body moving, to help calm the mind, to get the breathing in connection, in tune, and a nice harmony between brain and heart, which then can go into creating the aspects that will help to charge your energy item. So then after that, then we're going to invite you to have a seat. So make note there. You'll be seated on the floor in the earth. So if you're not comfortable sitting cross-legged, you may want to bring a pillow or two or a yoga block. I have some here to elevate yourself up. Or if you're really challenged and you could bring a folding chair and sit up on that. And then we're going to look to create a paper sigil. So a sigil, what is a sigil? Is basically just a representation, a squiggly line, as a representation of your word, such as your intention. So if I went with heal, we're going to use a little sigil creator. This just has alphabetical letters here in a form. And then if I would lay that down, and then I would use a piece of something see-through quite easily, a piece of tissue paper. And then you start your sigil with, so I'm going to use the word heal. So I'm going to have 4 points, and these will be connected through straight lines, is how that'll work. So you designate the beginning with a circle at your beginning point. Now if I line that properly, I'm going to start at H then. So I'm going to draw a circle over my H, and then I'm going to, if I spell the word correctly, we're going to be on our way. Heal. So H. And then I'm going to travel down to the E on this little letter sigil creator, and then an A, and then from A to L. Now again, your word may be longer, more letters or less, and then at the end you use a line as a closing. So if I give you that, it might be hard to see just there, but if I put a little bit of background on it, you can see we've created this circle and a straight line there. So the representation there then is that sigil, that line, those lines are a representation to your subconscious mind of the word heal, or the essence of healing. Then we want to transfer from your paper onto an actual disc, and in that you can just be traced, or simply I like the technique of just using a nice little thumbtack, and you're going to line it in the center of your paper sigil in where it's going to be received or drawn, and you just use the thumbtack and put in points at each of the turning points or crosshair points, and then you could you're going to use then some kind of writing tool to create with. So that's another note. If you have your own markers, fine or thick, that you prefer, or you know a certain color you want to be drawing or coloring with or in, you're welcome to bring those. I will have a selection of these times probably 2 or 3 more at least times this available, and it could simply be done in pen as well. But if you want to express more of your creativity and imagination into your sigil, even better. So just quickly then I'm going to transfer this, going from line to line to line and an end point, and then so you can see where I had traced, and now I've transferred it onto here. So this is our word of power, if you want to call it that. But now the most important part is how we then now look to charge this sigil with your energy. So there'll be a breathing technique, and essentially what we're going to be doing then is using the perimeter of the circle, that little sacred circle, and you'll be encouraged and led to create or draw in any shapes, squiggly lines, text, anything that has meaning to you in any color or any style, and with the breathing technique, you'll go along and fill in the border. And I just brought another book that's got some completed ones, so you can have a quick peek at what one might look like. Let me get a good. Oh, I had a bookmark, and the bookmark slid right down inside, so I will leaf through. There it is. Okay, so there's one that's been done, and this one actually has two perimeter borders, but for the sake of time, we're only going to generate one in there. And so, and you can see in the perimeter, just different symbols are being used. So again, there's nothing right or nothing wrong there. What it is what it comes to your mind as, or has meaning to you, is what we infuse into the creation of this. And then once we've created, setting that aside, then once we've created our paper sigil and colored it in and filled it in with our energy and our intention, then we want to anchor your energy item. Let's say, for example, this is my item, and we're going to lay it right over top, and then we would anchor the energy infused in your sigil to your item. And then we'll anchor the item to yourself, so that when you're in its presence or you're thinking of it, it then will transfer that energy into you to help you manifest towards your word of choice in that manifestation. So after we've connected and grounded those to one another and then to ourselves, then this will be set aflame in our candle and burn, and will release the energy, which, because it's tied and anchored to your energy item, will be released into your energy item, and this will become a really powerful little energy battery, if you want to call it that. And then you can carry that with you, and it'll have the intention of what you've created in here to carry with you. And so if it's something new to you, this may take may last a week or so. If you've done things like this in your past, and you're good with your intentions and your creation and manifestation powers there, this might last you a long while. But you could certainly take what you've learned in the ceremony, in the workshop, and recharge it daily, weekly, monthly, full moon, new moon, whatever you like there, and you'll have that with you. And I don't know that I missed anything else. Oh, excuse me, yes, at the end, there'll be a guided meditation that will give you about a 5 to 10 minute guided meditation to take you through and help you really see your manifestation come into your mind's eye through your energy object, and help you to manifest more success in your manifesting. So there it is. I got spot room 4-8, and if you're interested, please let me know. Reach out. You can private message, email, or call. You can check the description in the link below, or the information in the description below, and there you'll have an opportunity to reach out if you don't receive an individual message from me ahead of time. Okay, there you have it, folks. Looking forward to sharing the summer solstice manifesting ceremony with you real soon on the 21st. Thanks. Bye for now.